Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new, I am Becca and I'm a mom of 3, and today we are doing a cleaning video after I was sick. So my house is trashed. As you can see, it was a mess. I let it go for quite a few days because I was not feeling good. And you know, when you're a mom and you're trying to juggle it all and you're not feeling good, you just kind of let a lot of the cleaning go on the back burner. So we're here today. We're going to get it all cleaned up. We're going to get it all organized again now that I'm feeling better. But we are starting off in the office because this area was a mess. I had bought a printer a few days before this and I took it out of the box one night. I was too tired to really clean everything up, and you know, the kids kind of got into it too and it kind of got everywhere. So we're gonna clean this room up first. But if you are new here, I hope you hit that subscribe button and join the family. I do 2 long cleaning videos every week, every Monday and Friday, and I always jam pack them with a ton of cleaning motivation. So I hope you stick around. This pile of stuff has been sitting here for so long and I'm tired of looking at it. It's a donate pile, so I don't want to store it in the closet because in the closet, or I don't want to store it in the garage because in the garage it will get like, you know, dusty and really gross really quickly out there, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to store it in this closet until I have the time to run it across town, because I have a specific place I like to donate my stuff to. It is for a woman's shelter, and I really just like to donate to either a shelter or a domestic violence shelter because it's important to me for things to go in places where they're really needed and not places where somebody's just making a profit off of it, right? So I try to make sure of that, and there is a domestic violence women's shelter that has like a donation spot, but it's on the other side of town, so I don't go very often. But I have a pile ready for when I go next time. I just need to actually go, and in the meantime, you know, everything's just kind of gonna sit in that closet. But we're gonna finish up this room with a quick vacuum. Now we're moving on to the back hallway because this area, I've said it a million times before, but it's always a mess. It can always use a good cleanup because this is our entryway into the house, and where we kind of, I call it the drop zone because this is where we drop all of our stuff. We do not wear shoes in my house, so a lot of the times, you know, the kids will kick off their shoes. Sometimes they end up in the basket, sometimes they don't, but I'm at least grateful that they are in the habit of taking off their shoes as soon as they come in the door, because that's just how it's always been. So it's kind of like a habit that was built just traditionally because that's how it's always been. But I'm very grateful that I don't have to nag any of the kids to take their shoes off. So every now and then I might have to nag them to throw their shoes in their spot though. But we're gonna get this area cleaned up.
Memories in my head.
The dining room thankfully wasn't too bad, so we should be able to get this area cleaned up pretty quickly and move on to the tougher area like the kitchen. The kitchen's always trash, but I actually, two of those things that were on the dining room table were it was like a fun night at Grayson's school. And they actually did, it was called like a neon room, I think it was, neon light room. And they had the lights off, they had black lights on, and then they had like glow in the dark paint. And it was just so much fun. Like they went in, they did it, Tristan and Grayson both did it. And it just was a lot of fun watching all the kids do it because there was a bunch of kids. It was for the whole school, so there was a bunch of kids doing it, and I've never seen that done before, and I just thought it was really fun. Now we're moving on to the messiest part of the house, which is the kitchen. Like I said, I was sick, so everything just went on the back burner, and I didn't even bother cleaning the kitchen for the last couple of days because I was in survival mode, survival mom mode. So the kitchen is pretty bad. It's not too bad, I'll say. Colby was a big help. You know, he was helping with helping take care of the kids when I was really sick, and he was helping with you know, some of the dishes and all of that. So thankfully I had him to help out with the kids and stuff. But we're gonna get this kitchen organized and back to thriving again. I'm going to rinse out the sink really quick before I move on to the next thing, and I'm also going to put these pots and pans and stuff in the sink. I'm gonna hand wash those a little bit later, but I really wanted to get the rest of the kitchen organized, and there was some things there was pots and pans hanging out on the stove, and then I needed to organize the pantry. There's just a few things that I needed to get at before I wash the dishes, and I wanted to put the dishes in the dishwasher first. That way it kind of freed up space in the sink to wash the dishes. And today was one of those days where I just didn't want to do all of the dishes at once. I kind of wanted to break it up, so that's what I did. You do whatever you have to do to get the task done. If you're not feeling something, we'll take a break and do something else that's also productive and then go back to it later. At least that's how I do it, but I went grocery shopping the day before this. I put out a grocery haul on my vlogging channel. If you are interested to see it, I'll link it down below, but I went ahead and did a grocery haul, and I kind of just left it out because I was tired and I just made dinner and was done for the night and figured I would just leave it and include it in this video anyways. So we are gonna organize all of this stuff and put it away.
We're moving through the night like we're from a different star, flying over streets and our broken hearts. But they can't even touch us, we found a different beat. Paradise is waiting and we bought the lead. Ooh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out of. They're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we golden, we run to the end and we run without shame. We own the game, and we ride on the flames till the morning light, baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Ain't nobody gonna hold us down. Break all the rules, let them run and hide, baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Gonna let the world know.
Now that we got all of that stuff out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and get these dishes done. And I thought I would talk about like being sick because it was kind of weird. I actually feel like I got kind of lucky in the sense that the kids were with Chris when I was sick. So for one, I got to relax a little bit more. Like on my sickest days, I was still sick when they came home, obviously, but on my sickest days, you know, Chris had the kids, so I was able to relax while I was sick. That's the first time I think since I've been a mom that that's ever happened to me. One positive to being separated, to be honest, because, you know, I get a little bit more wiggle room when it comes to stuff like that, because we do live in separate places, but it ended up working out perfectly because the kids went with Chris on Saturday, and then I ended up not feeling well on Saturday, and so I laid in bed all day and rested. I got like so much sleep, which you know is so needed when you're sick, and I was able to just really like nourish myself while I was at my sickest point. And then of course I got the kids back the next day and I was still sick, but I'm not even sure what exactly I had. I think I just had a head cold, to be honest. I think I just was, because my nasal cavity was really like achy. I lost my voice. Like you know, my nose was literally pouring. So, and I just felt so lethargic and tired, but thankfully I'm feeling so much better now. Like I'm not 100%, but I'm functioning and feeling way better.
But there's something cold in the way you are. The things you said had me going good, but it left a scar. You invite me and then you turn me down. Get my hopes up and then you're gone. I fall for every word that you say to me. So hard, being drawn to you so easily. I am stuck in a loop of chemicals. What's the point? Never call me, and then I see you on the street. Said your heart just skipped a beat, and that you miss me. It's always the same story with you, but I just cannot refuse you. I'm sad after this time that I'm out there. Why am I so curious?
So it's been a while since I've really scrubbed down this sink other than like the everyday scrub down. So I pulled out some of my Pink Stuff paste and my Scrub Daddy sponge, which I have these linked down below if you are interested. I love the Pink Stuff. I actually bought a bundle of the Pink Stuff. It was the Pink Stuff paste, and then it was the Pink Stuff multi-cleaner, and then the Pink Stuff foaming bathroom cleaner. I like to use the foaming bathroom cleaner on the sink because it leaves like this beautiful shine on the stainless steel and even like on tile as well. When I use it in the shower, like everything is shiny. But I also really need to probably just see if I can purchase a new one of these, because no matter how hard I try, I cannot get it very clean. It's just, I'm sure they probably need to be replaced every now and then. So I really just need to replace this garbage disposal cover. But for now, I figured I would just scrub it down really good with that little handheld scrub brush, which I will also have that link down below as well. I was really in the mood on this day to just get things really clean, and it's been a while since I have wiped down my stainless steel, so I figured since we're really going at it today that we would do that as well.
It's like I waited all my life, so happy that I found you. On paper thin, I haven't always been this shy, but haven't felt this in a while now. So sad when we are apart. If you leave, you break my heart. I need you to need me too. Stay with me when it's getting dark. Hold me tight, close in your arms. I want you to want me too. Why is it so hard to just be honest? Why is it so hard to speak the truth? Why is it so hard to just be honest when I want this? Maybe you want it too, so I just need to tell you.
I really try to deep clean this area of the fridge at least once a week, because I find that the way this fridge was made, I don't love this fridge. I don't hate it, but I also don't love it either. But the way it's made, water kind of collects at the top where the lip of the ice, like where the ice comes out, and the like button part, where those two meet, water kind of collects there. And if I'm not like really on top of cleaning it off, it'll get kind of like gross. I'm just gonna say gross because it's gross. And because I can't see that, it took me a little while to figure it out. But now that I know that, I try to stay on top of keeping it clean and keeping it spotless. I've never had that issue with any other fridge before. But so I clean this at least once a week with a disinfectant wipe, just to make sure that there's no buildup there and it's not growing anything funky.
Why is it so hard to speak the truth? Why is it so hard to just be honest when I want this? Maybe you want it too, so I just need to tell you. I just need to tell you.
Now we're moving on to the bar area, which I've been keeping relatively clean. I'm pretty proud of myself. It hasn't gotten out of hand. I mean, the piles are kind of thick and need to be gone through, but as far as like mess wise, there's not a ton of mess on here. I've kept it very organized, which I'm very proud of myself for. But you will see me here in a second. I'm going to take a picture of one of my receipts because I like to share the Fetch app. I will share my code on the screen here. I use the Fetch app all the time. I scan all of my receipts. You can literally scan every single receipt. It doesn't have to be just groceries or anything. Scan all of your receipts. And if you use my code, you get extra points, I get extra points. And I usually use my points to cash in on Dunkin' Donuts gift cards to help pay for my coffees. But they have so many different like retailers and everything like that. You can even do Amazon cards. So once you reach a certain amount of points, you can get a certain amount of dollars. And it literally costs you nothing. You just take pictures of your receipts. So I wanted to share that with you.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We're living like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive.
All right, friends, I am going to share some after shots with you, and I want to thank you so much for choosing to click on this video today, choosing to take time out of your day to hang out with me and be here. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new, I hope you hit that subscribe button and stick around. Thank you so much for your love and support each and every week. You guys mean the world to me, and your support is just amazing. I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.
We come